Greetings, peace, happy Tuesday to everyone. I am here as promised to talk about gemstones. There is a 50% off sale on the website right now of all gemstones, so you can shop at the link in bio. And I have made an intention to come on every day this week and talk about a different category of gemstones. So yesterday I talked about jaspers and how great jaspers are in our lives. I feel like everyone should have some kind of jasper in your life. If you are one that indulge in carrying gemstones or working with gemstones, jaspers are definitely ones that I definitely feel like you should explore. They're very good grounding stones, you know, and I did an entire video on several jaspers that I have in stock. I think literally like 7 jaspers, but I don't think that was all of them. I think I have a few more jaspers in stock. Today, I want to talk a little bit about heart chakra gemstones, and I wanted to highlight heart chakra gemstones. Hey, y'all, I wanted to highlight, thank you for the love. I wanted to highlight heart chakra gemstones as I thought about the gemstones that would be good to work with around the new moon. Good to work with around the new moon. For those who do not observe the moon cycle or don't necessarily pay attention to the moon cycle or do any kind of introspective, personal, or spiritual work around the moon cycle, let me first encourage you to learn about, you know, the benefits of doing so and try it. You know, just try it. You don't have to do much. You can just put some focus, energy, and time on certain things during those moon cycles, and you will see a great impact in your life. And so with this moon cycle that's coming up, new moon, this energy is really good for new beginnings, new starts, changes, shifts, you know, planting seeds, you know, out with the old, in with the new, all those type of vibe. That is really new moon vibe. And this new moon is unique because it's also accompanied with a solar eclipse. And the solar eclipse amplifies that energy. And so it's really that kind of energy to shift things around. And also, it's a very good energy to plant your seeds. It's like your seeds are being planted in super fertile soil when you plant your seeds around this time. What do I mean by planting your seeds? It means taking that first step, you know, doing those things that you've been saying you want to do, you know, taking action on those things you said you want to see actualize or manifest in your life. It is planting seeds is, you know, performing powerful prayers or doing your rituals, you know, whatever it is, your spiritual work, your journaling, all of those is planting seeds. You know, when you're doing something, you know, we can sit around and be wishful all the time, but we have to stop being stuck in our humble humanness. You know, we are powerful beings of light, of energy, of life force energy. You know, we are powerful beings that are reflections of God itself. We are vessels of God itself, the life force energy that can really actualize the beauty of creation within you, your own unique creation. You know, people can see God, the reality of God through you, you know, the reality of God through you. And when I talk about the reality of God, I'm talking about the reality that we create, that we can create, that we can be vessels of change. We can be vessels of love. We can be vessels of glory, of light. I can walk in a room. I don't have to say anything and I can heal your heart, you know, just by sending love. I don't even have to send it. I can just be love and light. And it could give you a upliftment. That is beautiful. That is the reality of God. And so we have the capacity to do that. So new moon, again, is just that time it's a prime time for journaling, scripting, visualization, you know, really getting in the heart. And so that's why I wanted to highlight the heart chakra stones, because oftentimes it is difficult for us to plant that seed or take that first step or follow spirit or listen to spirit or be courageous because our heart chakra or our heart is heavy. Our heart chakra is blocked. Our heart chakra is sluggish, or our heart is heavy. Heavy with what? Heavy with worry, heavy with doubt, heavy with skepticism, heavy with pessimism, heavy with sadness, with resentment, heavy with past experiences, heavy with old belief systems, heavy, and with the heart that is heavy, it is difficult, if not impossible, for you to experience something new. It's impossible for you to allow life force energy to flow. There's a flow, this thing we call God is an energy that flows through the earth and it radiates at the core of the earth. It has the energy to hold the sun up, to hold the moon up, to create, creation is always present. Creation is always happening because of this life force energy. And so when our hearts are blocked and is blocked with those energies that's not a vibrational match to God's life force energy, it creates what I call like an energetic dam. And so you may want change in your life, but you're carrying something. You're carrying fear. You're carrying worry. You're attached to people. You're attached to what people think. You're attached to what happened to you in the past. You have these stories that you tell. You have these tombstones you've already created for your life. You have this story about who you are and what you deserve and all. You have all these things. So when you work with your heart chakra prayerfully, you're able to lighten your heart, empty yourself, lighten the mind, open the space up, open the mind up, open the heart up so that you can find a sense of balance. There can be some equilibrium happening, those I call the gemstones like our equalizers. When we work with these gemstones and we work with it with the earnest heart and a clear intention, then that energy of that stone conjoined or joined with our energy and our intentions and our vibrations and our energy life force projected, then it helps us out. And so there are a few heart chakra stones that I definitely suggest. I definitely suggest. One for sure is green opal. If you are one that have dealt with a lot of kind of mental angst, you've dealt with a lot of deep sorrow, or you've dealt with really deep feelings of loss, then green opal is a really good stone for you to work with. Green opal. I love it. It's a beautiful stone. It's definitely available online. I think it might have sold out. I did see a few people ordered it. But green opal for sure is one you can work with if you are dealing with the deep sense of loss of family member, loss of relationship, loss of money, loss of life, loss of courage, loss of whatever. Green opal is one that can really help with that. Or if you feel like you have a tendency to lose in life, man, I'm always losing. I'm always taking an L. If you feel like a loser, I know, I'm not being funny, but if you just feel like you lose in life, that is a vibration. And sometimes we don't know that that's the vibration we're stuck on. But it is the vibration when you perceive life in a way where you are not in alignment with the belief system that everything is in divine order. When you don't truly know that or believe that, then you do feel like you take losses in life. But when you do feel like everything is in divine order, things are working out, on my behalf, I'm just striving to keep my heart light, stay under the guidance of spirit, then it's in divine order. You have no fear. So you don't feel this level of loss, which creates grief. And so green opal really supports that dynamic. Rose quartz is another beautiful heart chakra stone that is really good to help open the heart. It is what they call a mothering stone, that mother stone. And if you think about a hug from mama or a hug from big mama or grandmama or, nurturing vibrations, just a big hug from the universe, that's that heart chakra vibration. It really helps you to lighten your heart, let it all go kind of thing. That's the rose quartz. Just think about when you lay in grandmama's bosom bosom, or, you know, you get that hug from mama or a loved one. You're not thinking about, you just kind of let it go, you know. Don't be sad and hug your mama or your grandmama. You gonna cry, Lord, you gonna cry. You know, you gonna lay on their bosom and you just gonna cry. That's the rose quartz stone. It's that nurturing, loving, comforting, supporting type stone. It helps to attract that vibration. It helps to give off that vibration. So if you're one who needs to amplify your nurturing vibration, your love vibration, your acceptance vibration, then carrying that rose quartz is really good for you as well. Now you have another stone, the pink calcite. Pink calcite. Calcite is a great stone for intuition. It is a great stone for, it has a very soothing vibration to it. As a matter of fact, a lot of calcites are very smooth. They're very smooth to the touch. You know, they're very, it's a very nice feel to the calcites. The pink calcite would be great for the heart. Any pink or green stones, by the way, are really good heart chakra stones. But one of the highlights about the pink calcite, I would certainly say, is that it helps you to be more intuitive from a heart level space. Intuitive from a heart level space. Meaning, you know, you're not, sometimes your intuition can be tainted by what you see and what you perceive and all of those different type of things. And so you want to be intuitive when it comes to, and let that intuition come from the heart space. And it's not tainted by what you see or your sense consciousness. That pink calcite is also a great stone for empathy, so that you can be able to feel, you know, you can be able to perceive from a level of connection, of feeling something. You can empathize. It's not just for a person either. It's very interesting. I'm wanting to put the best words to it. But if you're in a situation, empathy shows up when you're able to almost feel your way through the situation. And sometimes that when you're feeling your way through the situation, it looks totally different than what you see. So it's difficult to try to explain it to somebody or try to convince somebody of this thing that you feel. And oftentimes you say things like, I just feel like it's going to work out. Or I just feel like we should do this. Or I just feel like, that's that pink calcite. It opens up a heart that way. That pink calcite also increases your feeling of self-worth and self-acceptance. Peace. Self-acceptance. Say that 10 times fast. So that's a beautiful thing to have, self-worth and self-acceptance, because then you will easily be able to listen to your inner guidance system and not be so prone to go outside of yourself to try to get the answers in life and try to figure things out. You can easily accept what your inner guidance system is telling you and the value of that. You know, oftentimes we don't listen to that still voice. We just kind of dismiss that still voice. You know, we just kind of dismiss that still voice. And so that's the pink calcite. That's definitely one that I think is really good for the heart chakra as well. I'll say another green stone that's really good for the heart chakra would be your green aventurine. People love the green aventurine because green aventurine is definitely known to be a prosperity stone. But the green aventurine is also really good for the heart because it opens you up in a way that's really good for self-improvement, you know, self-improvement and self-advancement. Remember that the stones are 50% off on the website. You don't need a coupon code. It's already 50% off, so you can go on there right now. The beautiful thing about green aventurine, peace, sister, green aventurine is that it helps you to break up those old patterns and habits that you have held firm to because of your comfort zones. So green aventurine is known to help crack up them walls, tear them down, you know, like it helps you to switch up them habits, switch up those patterns, you know, and you need it. You need to switch them up. And this is a beautiful time to do so around this new moon, around this solar eclipse. You have the energy, the cosmic is in alignment. The the cosmos are in alignment to assist you to do something different, out with the old, in with the new. Green Aventurine really supports that. If you find yourself really stuck in comfort zones, you can't quite get yourself out of your comfort zones. Maybe there's fear, maybe there's just procrastination, laziness, whatever it is, get that Green Aventurine. Again, it's also known as one of the best prosperity stones. And that's why, because it's breaking you up out of those old habits and patterns that's getting in the way of your growth, of your expansion. You know, one of the things people talk about prosperity all the time. I want to do this. I want to do. Open your heart. Open your heart. Start with your heart. All healing, all expansion comes first at the heart. You got to open up your heart. You know, you have to be able to sit down with yourself and ask yourself, are there old thinking, habits that I have? Are there old belief systems that I'm holding on to? Am I affirming that which I don't want in my life? You know, are you talking too much about how much you don't want, what you don't want, and you manifesting that in your life? Do you have a lack consciousness? Is your consciousness stuck in lack? Or pessimism? You may not even know. Sometimes it's subtle. Sometimes it's really subtle. Do you avoid conflict, but also embedding things within yourself, within your heart, within your mind, within your gut, instead of reconciling those things, instead of dismantling those things? Are you burying those things? That Green Aventurine can really be helpful with that. Okay. So I hope that was helpful. I gave a few: green opal, rose quartz, pink calcite, Green Aventurine. There's plenty more on the website, on the shop. So you can go to the link in bio, where you can shop. But you have Kambaba jasper. That's a green stone. You have green calcite. You have green jasper. You have a few other pink. You got peach moonstone. You have moonstone. Those are great heart chakra stones as well. I have quite a few green stones: chrysocolla, chrysoprase. I have quite a few green gemstones. And so when you're working with your heart, you want to work with the green stones. What I suggest to you is, as you are taking advantage of this 50% off sale and shopping for your gemstones, take the time to look at the different summaries. On the shops page, you will see the summaries of the gemstones on the right side of the listing. It's going to have like a little bullet list, that summary of what those stones are for, or what they are helpful with. And then you can do your own research. Choose the ones that resonate with you in your life at the present moment. Choosing it for the beauty, that's beautiful as well. Usually when your eye draws to it and you really love the look of it, it's usually for you. You look it up and you go, whoa, this need to be with me. But do the research and choose your stone. I have a little calabash of gemstones. And, before I walk out of my room, it's right there on my dresser. So I pick up whatever it is that I need. Today, I picked up a carnelian to carry with me. I knew I would be doing some writing. I'm working on my next book. It's really going to be a journaling kit. But I was doing writing all day. So I picked up this beautiful carnelian I've had for a few years. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, I just love it. I began to hold it in my hand and start to really connect with it. I started to feel the grooves of it and just be in appreciation of how we are blessed with all of these different gemstones. I knew carnelian was really good for creative energy, for concentration, for focus, to dismantle procrastination. It really helps with all of that. So I began to just hold it in my left hand, and not too much thought about it, just had it with me. And as I'm working, I, have it near my computer or have it near me. And that energy really helps out. I was able to be extremely productive, not just because of the carnelian, which is like a magic pill. That's not the case. That's not what I'm saying. But because of a combination of all of it, because I have this carnelian, which does have that frequency that connects with the frequency within me that is in alignment with concentration, focus, and all of that, which is my sacral chakra, and creativity and all of those different things. But also because my intention was to be productive today, concentrate, focus, be creative, really flow. And so with intention, meeting the tools that God has presented to us via gemstones, via herbs, via whatever it may be, then we get that benefit. So give thanks. Give thanks for creation. We give thanks for creation and all of our relations. We are related to all of it. It's all one. So we give thanks for it. All right. So that's all for me. You all stay tuned. I will be posting the new moon and solar eclipse guidance video tomorrow, where I'll be talking a little bit about the energy of this new moon and the solar eclipse and how we can best use this energy. So y'all stay tuned for that. We just got off a powerful moon call. For those who don't know, I do have a moon meditation group, and we hop on days before the new moon so that we can talk about that energy and they can prepare themselves and really start to use that energy. But the new moon energy is going to come up tomorrow, and it's going to be all the way through next week around this time. And so this is a beautiful time to set your intentions, to do all of that new moon beautiful work. If you go on my page, you will see some suggestions I gave today on a post that I gave on some things that you can do during this new moon. Even if you don't join me for the meditation on Saturday evening, or, you know, those type of things, those are some small things that you can do that can really have a great impact in your life. And for those who are mamas or babas, don't be afraid to do that type of work with your children too. You know, help groom them to be intentional beings. Groom them to know who they are as divine beings, as spiritual beings. You know, first, spiritual being first, having a human experience so that their experience can be grand and great, and they can experience the very best of creation, the very best of God. Because many times we don't do that because we don't know better. You know, we know better, we glow better. How about that? We know better, we grow better, we glow better. Ashe. All right, y'all. Peace and love. Again, stay tuned for that new moon and solar eclipse guidance video that will be posted tomorrow, Lord willing. Peace.